Another Chinese EV, you might say, but this one could actually be different. It's the NIO ET5, and we've been invited to the Belgian press launch of the NIO brand and have a drive with a few of the cars. This is the ET5, it's the smallest one they're bringing out. It'll also have a touring one, which will look really, really cool. And personally, I quite like the look of it. It has these sensors that they do bulge out a little bit, and that I think is the ugliest part of the car. But yeah, we have these really cool, sleek headlights that you see in a lot of cars, hidden headlights as well. The NIO, they have this special, what they call it, like their signature X style. So yeah, it has the brand identity, and then very cool wheels, very funky color as well. And then yeah, we also have a signature tail light. It's a little bit like every car these days, where the red light goes fully through, widens the car, but it's quite a good looking car. So let's have a first and short impression of the car, and let's see. First impressions is it's actually quite nice. I'm sitting a little bit higher than I would normally like, so it feels like I'm sitting a bit on top of the car. If the car is making some noises right now, it's because we're in EP mode, and you can only select EP mode when you're in park. So it's basically like a track mode where the car gets unleashed. We'll demonstrate it a little bit later when the road is a little more clear and a little less populated, but it's quite an impressive thing. Furthermore, what do we have here? We have a 490 horsepower dual motor, so one in the front, one in the back, electric car. We have a range of up to 560 kilometers thanks to the 100 kilowatt hour battery pack. And then yeah, we have a very nice interior inside here. It's a very nice place to be. The only thing that personally is a little bit weird to me is the material choice on the center console here, and yeah, on the side here, because this quite nice. The material itself is quite nice, but there's this like small white flake inside, and it does feel. It looks dusty all the time, which is a little weird. So you have to get over it. It's not dusty, so that's just the way it's meant to look. Other than that, yeah, it's a really spacious cabin. I have plenty of space as well here with my head. I really have a lot of space. This is NIO's smallest car that they're going to be offering in Belgium, and it's the ET5. And the ET5 is also available in the touring, which we're not driving right now, but I think this would be the greatest package for the Belgian market, because the Belgian market loves to have tourings. Yeah, so going back to the interior, as I said, it's a really nice place to be. We have a lot of leather everywhere. The seats, they're very nice, they're very comfortable, they're very adjustable. If you're sitting in the passenger seat, you have a lot of space where you can actually fully lay down, have some rest. Maybe the coolest thing here is this guy here. He's called NOMI. We'll talk about NOMI later, because she's now too focused for racing. Yeah, but this all is very nice, works very great. We have a little bit of a straight here, so I can just show you what I mean with the electric sounds from the EP mode. Let's go. You can tone down the volume, I think. It's loud and it's quite fast. It goes from 0 to 100 in like about 4 seconds. NIO says officially 4.1, but that they've done 3.8, 3.9. All that depends a little bit on the conditions, but yeah, it works very great. In the EP mode, you also have the strongest handling, which isn't really too heavy, but it's quite precise. It's quite a nice steering wheel. Let's take it out of EP mode. It's more quiet. I've put it in custom because you can also choose how fast you want your acceleration to be. So either 4 seconds or 12.9. 12.9 is too slow, I feel. 7.9, 9.9 for daily driving seems quite nice. We put the regenerative braking on high, which yeah, sometimes it works a little bit funky. I feel like I'm missing a little bit of one pedal drive with the high. We have the steering mode set on steady, and then yeah, I can further talk to you, because we're now out of EP mode, about this little guy here, or this little girl, whatever you choose. It's going to be your car, so you can choose. And she's called NOMI. Hi NOMI.
Yes.
How are you?
Thanks for your concern. I'm feeling absolutely wonderful.
So NOMI is your digital assistant, but she's in physical form. So now she's listening to me. She keeps listening to me, and she has this. She has her hand over her ear. But maybe we should let her stop for a moment. Thank you, NOMI.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was talking a little bit too much. But yeah, she's there actively listening. She'll vibe with the music when you're playing music. It's quite fun. It's a funny companion. Personally, I feel like it doesn't add too much to the car, but it's quite a cool thing, and I know a lot of people will love it. She also occasionally winks to you. If you open the door, she'll look at the door. She can move around quite a bit. She interacts quite nice with the environment, which is really cool. Driving impressions, yeah, these are our first impressions right now, so I think I'll keep it short and maybe we'll do a longer review later on. But yeah, it's quite comfortable. It isn't too sporty, even though it tries to be quite sporty, and yeah, it doesn't have that doesn't have to be. You have a lot of space here. I really like the fully glass roof. You can have it optionally with a dimmed glass roof, which I think this is, which makes it really nice on a hot day like it is today. All of this will be launching in Belgium 20th of September. The car is quite high-tech as well. We have like over 30 sensors going on around the car. We have over 20 safety features. As I've tested right now, they seem to work quite nicely and they don't seem too intrusive, which is a really nice thing because there's nothing more I hate than intrusive safety systems. They have the LiDAR as well, so it can drive quite good autonomously. It's sometimes a little bit nervous around foreign objects, but in general it works quite nice and it holds distance. It follows the road much better than a few of the other systems I've seen. And yeah, there's a lot of display here is very nice. Yeah, now she's looking at the NOMI part is really interesting because for me it's the first time I'm experiencing something like that. But yeah, we have a small display here in front of us, which is still really good, and then we have a very high resolution display, and you can do a lot with it just to change the settings. We also have these vents that they're called hidden vents, something I don't really like, to be honest, because then you have to go on the screen and move the vent around, which is a little finicky, but it's the way things are at the moment. Yeah, it's a very nice car to be in. It's a very comfortable car. It's a very quiet car, and I think in a car like this, especially if you're taking the touring and you want just a car to get to work every day, I think this is a very good car. It's a lot better than a few of the other Chinese brands I've driven, so congrats on you, NIO. The initial cars, they will be sold with the battery. So that means you buy it as is, but then they're still looking into a few of the legal aspects of it because NIO, as you know, they have the battery swap technology, which means you can drive up to a battery swap station and then you pull in, it releases the battery from the bottom and you get a new battery in there. With that said, yeah, there's a lot of legal issues as well because what if you sell the car then, and what's the charge going to be of the battery that you're selling? Or as far as I could figure out, that they, even if you purchase the battery, they allow you to do battery swapping, but then what happens with your battery that you've bought, because it feels a little bit weird. I think the battery swapping technology, it was a very interesting thing to do a few years ago, but I feel like we're evolving quite a bit towards fast charging being fast enough that we don't have to rely on the battery swapping. But we'll have to see how that works here, and once we can show you how the battery swapping works, we'll show you. Other than that, I think we're going to leave it for this short first impressions here today. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you in a next one.